All right. So I know a little bit what Jesse's doing because he talked to me about the deck. It's essentially just like just a mid-rangey books deck. Nothing real crazy or combo-y, just like summon efficient guys. Looks like Carl has decided to go first. We'll see where we go. Jesse rolled extremely well. I guess Carl did too. Wow. I'm excited for this. There's some Leo. I'll put it up on the screen for you, Leonard. I imagine he talks like Antonio Banderas in Zorro. So we have an Orchid Dove. This is a card that I played recently. I was kind of underwhelmed with, and a 3-eyed owl. Jesse's Butterfly Monk. 3-eyed owl, obviously very strong. Prospect Bear. Okay. Just throwing books at each other. There's the owl. I guess Jesse doesn't care about his hand because he had the option to Noah the owl book on his last turn. And decided not to do it. Maybe he has a removal of some kind. Sorry, Leonard. Someday we'll have webcam tournaments and you can bust out your fancy Leo. All right, so Jesse has opted to Noah the Orchid Dove. And make a Prospect Bear. Sure. Those seem like things you should do. Here's this card's a Hammer Knight. Oh, that's a good hit with the owl. I wonder what Jesse still has his hand that he wants to play. There's a Strengthen. You guys were just talking about it. Strengthen and Masked Wolf book. Okay. Yeah, this turn would have gone a lot better for Jesse, I think, if he had Noah the owl book. Where did you get these fancy promos from, guys? I want them. There's a Glowfinch. Glowfinch. Glowfinch in an abundance. Attack with bear. Leo doesn't care. I bet he eats bears for breakfast. eBay? All right. Are they expensive? All right. Let's bet, chat. I will gift a subscription to our channel to the first person that I see type in the name of the winner of this match. So type Jesse or Carl in chat. If you're the first person that's right, I'll give you a sub. Euro slams the Carl. All right. Any takers for Jesse? There you go, Waves. Okay, so this is a bet between Euro and Waves. Sorry, Cam, you were a little late. Jesse makes a wolf. Thank you, Starwind Mansell for the follow. We appreciate it. All right, Enchanted Violinist. Another card similar, like we were talking about Rosefire Dancer before. A card that it's just a good play to put into play and use as like a anchor knot or something, and then they have to deal with it or it really gains a lot of value. Okay, activates Abundance. This Abundance obviously extremely one-sided, with Jesse having only one ceremonial dice left. Carl having 4 dice left. Second Abundance. We're going right to Value Town. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but Value Town is a place I like to visit. Value Village sometimes. Yeah, Starwind. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like the content. We appreciate anybody that follows or subs or gives us a like on YouTube, whatever. Like, we just like to know we're doing what people like to see. So glad to have you. you can go there yourself, Leonard. You just like tag along. It's non-consensual. All right, Fire Archer. If he's got a lot of if he's got, not Rosefire Dancer, if he's got a lot of Violinists in his deck, it looks good against Jesse with the Masked Wolves and the Fire Archers and little donkey guys. What's his other? Oh, Butterfly Monk is the other one. Yoro. Yep. You gotta take a trip to Value Village. That. If you want to know about Value Village, you can ask Cam today because he opened the gates to that town. This Leo deck is really interesting. Not entirely sure what he's trying to do. Like, I guess it's like kind of a mill thing. What happened here? New Math plays Call Upon the Realms. Okay. Call Upon the Realms is a good card when you have 2 abundances going. Normally, I don't like discarding a card to do nothing, but in a case where you're drawing 4 extra cards a turn, the things that are free are powerful. So he got back that Violinist, which is going to be really good now. Because it has a target in play to get killed, and it's going to get to untap with it. All right. What just happened? Oh, he chump blocked the thing with the Glowfinch. Okay. And then fire, just like we talked about, Violinist pinged off the Fire Archer. Yeah, so I guess this is actually a mill deck. Obviously, Leo naturally leans that way because of Glowfinch, but it looks like Carl has moved very hard into the mill. All right. Is that a Hammer Knight in Carl's discard pile? Am I crazy? Is this a card he just can't play? Don't you talk about Leonard like that, Yoro. Leonard can lean any way he wants. So Jesse just smashing for 4 here, I guess. I don't know that I like this play very much. Like, he can kind of do it whenever. He doesn't need to do it right now, I don't think. Can anybody explain this Hammer Knight to me? Like, he just doesn't have a nature dice, right? Yeah, it's gonna be real embarrassing when he beats Jesse with Hammer Knights he can't play in his deck. Yep, Leonard. It must be a Leo thing then, right? There's a Glowfinch in play. Looks like Jesse discarded a Fester to the 3-eyed Owl, second Frostback Bear. Noah's pretty sweet, man. I've come close to playing him a few times. I don't really care about Masked Wolf very much, but Noah himself has good numbers on him, and his Phoenix Born ability is very powerful. Anchornaut kills the Rosefire Dancer. That's some good value. Obviously, the Dancer had already tapped the bear, so it did a little work, but... Ooh, second Owl Book. That's going to get out of hand real fast. Make a Masked Wolf. Attack Owl. What do you guys think about Masked Wolf? I've always been kind of underwhelmed by him, but it is cool that you get to, like... make it an attack in the same turn. There's a second Owl. This deck is really cool to me because it seems like it's a deck that has enough stuff left over. Like, its stuff is so cheap that it can adequately, like, play some of the cards it draws off Abundance, which is like not hard. It's like a thing that's hard to do outside of Cole, I think. Yeah, I agree with you guys there. The book tax hurts, and the trying to focus it is, like, not really worth it. I mean, there's obviously times when, like, wolf attack is very good, but that's like Magical Christmas Land, where, you know, you could, if I said, like, oh, I have these 3 books in play and it's super good, like, you could say that about a lot of things. So Jesse's passing after the Abundance. So there's other Abundance. Yeah, Yoro. That's what I'm saying about this deck. It seems cool to me that Carl could feasibly deploy, you know, 6 or 7 cards in a turn that that he could draw off of the abundances. There's a Jesse Molten Golds to the face. Leo is 19, right? Yeah. There's another violinist. Those poor wolves, they're not music lovers. But he's got widows. That's a little bit of value. Jesse down to 6 cards in his pile. Attacking with the widows, okay. And he takes 4. Yeah, Cam. I mean, obviously, like cards like Accelerate, you do real bonkers stuff. If we're just like theory crafting, like, oh, I have Accelerate, 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 Wolf, 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 Hopper, 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 or it could be like Wolf, 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 Hopper, play Commander, activate Commander, attack. Like that's like the biggest all-in-one, maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't actually know. I guess it would be slightly more if instead of the Time Hopper you made a Light Swordsman. That would be 1 additional damage. Yeah, that's true, Waves. I mean, we saw in the last match the power of 2 1s, right? Like, especially with Strengthen on board. Um, it seems like we're not going to get another 8 damage out of these attackers probably before Jesse is decked. I haven't seen another Wolf book, so I think he's probably only playing 1. Yeah, Cam. Noah has 16 and he's taken no damage. Leo has 19 and he's taken 11. The wound tokens are like how many damage they've taken. I know that it's set up to be like a paper game. Like that's what it would look like if you were using the counters on a kitchen table game. But I still would prefer just to have like a ticker that ticks down to 0. And that's personal just because like I've played a bunch of other games that you start at 20 life or you start at whatever and go down from there. But this works too. I mean, this is more true to how the game was played. How the game was made in paper. Ashteki is a wonderful program. They're doing great work there. Okay, Widow trades. Wait, what happened? I don't know what just happened. Attacks. Oh, Carl attacked Sleeping Widow with Ironworker, and it got guarded by the Noah. Yeah, Cam. I mean, it's interesting because in this match specifically, the 2-1 seem like they should be really good because he doesn't have any nature dice, right? Like that's like the big reason the 2-1s are gambles is the frog power. So Carl's been doing a good job with his violinist to keep the wolf army down, but the 2-1 should be good here. The 2-1 specifically being very good against the birds because none of the birds have any power. Yeah, Arc is a 0, Owl's a 0, Finch is a 0. It looks like We had a weird thing with a blood chains just now. Wait, what's going on? Oh, okay. So all right. That was strange. It like didn't put the exhaustion counter on for some reason. Um yeah, I mean this game isn't over. Jesse has a lot of power in play. And has to do 8, so he's not dead to decking yet. Isn't there an ironwork in play? Why didn't he draw extra cards? Oh, there it went. I guess it happens after you draw your, like, you decide to discard. Is that how it's supposed to work? You're supposed to like draw your 5, or like decide if you want to discard, drop to 5, then draw 2. I don't know, however, that actually matters for game state, but it's interesting to know the order, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he's got 4 unblockable if he wants it. But other than that, there is a squad in the way. These owls have motive block too. All right, there's a dove. So if I was Jesse, I would just assume that I'm going to be deck next round, right? Like, well, that's interesting. Like, there's no way that he's going to get Carl dead without getting milled too. So, I think you just assume you're not going to draw any cards next turn, and probably not draw off these abundances. There is 1 molten gold in Jesse's discard. We can assume he has 3. I don't actually know because I don't have the exact list, but so if he has a molten gold in hand, he has lethal with the. I guess the bear's not actually unblockable because of the ironworker. So he has to kill ironworker first, but that's like easily doable by just attacking ironworker with his 2/1s. Oh, Jesse, no, this is bad. He just blocks with ironworker. Yeah, I think that was not very good. He needed to like spend some attacks. He needed to spend some attacks on that ironworker first to get it off the board, and hope that he didn't have another 2-power guy to play. All right, he discards a Mist Typhoon. To the owl. Jesse plays Fire Archer off of a ceremonial power. Yeah. Still no molten golds in the discard. Whoops, sorry about that, chat. I found Jesse's deck. So he does have 3 Molten Golds. Which means at least 1 is in hand because he only has 1 card in his pile and 1 in the discard. So, okay, so he meditated. Oh, wait. Jesse just, oh, okay, so this got milled off of the Enchanted Violinist. See, I think that if I was Jesse, I would have meditated those cards off the top of my pile. To just to get the value out of the meditation, knowing that they were going to get milled anyway. Like, he didn't save any damage off the abundance or anything by not using them, so you might as well have flipped some dice. Okay, so Jesse's last card is Molten Gold, and I think he's going to get to sack his books to meditate and then kill him. We know it's Molten Gold, right? Yeah. And he can't have Vanish. Vanish costs a power dice, right? Jesse is our Ashteki champion 2 times in a row. And I owe Waves a sub, I guess. Right? Yep. Yeah, that was a sweet game. The mill deck is really interesting. This is like, I was playing a deck kind of similar to this with like all the birds in it. And I kind of just, I felt like you get to like do all this cool stuff, and then like you just kind of pitter out at the end because your guys don't have power, so you really have to mill them. Like, you just have to mill them. But yeah, that was a cool game. Obviously down to the wire, and even though Jesse had a lot of blood points on him, he would die very quickly to decking at this point. I'm gonna jump back in and see what they have to say.
Gives you that mass wolf. So.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Good
How's
game.
it going?
That was very cool.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. Like I don't know, Carl. Did you have the abundance in this last hand then?
No, but I would have drew 4 cards.
Drew 4 cards, so they'd probably most likely been in that 4, yeah, for sure.
And it was it's a top one.
6 would take me to 9. 5 would take me. So you would kill. How would you kill the dove?
Does the dove dying matter?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the taking 1 from the dove.
No, dove damage. When
the dove does 1 to you when you have nothing.
Oh yeah, because it's focused. Got it. Okay.
So it'll be 4,
so
5.
It'll be 6, 7. Assuming 3 abundance is 6, 7, and then 5 is 12, takes me to 15, right?
Yeah. 6, you're gonna die 7, real 8. Quick.
I get you 13 damage.
13?
Like exactly 13, which would do it. But I should have played direct.
So I would have had to seal the dove there to get into the next round, is what I would have had to.
I wasn't paying attention to my life total. I just like, I'm not gonna redirect 1 damage. But I'm so used to it counting down too. I had to do like math in the middle of the game. But that was unfortunate. You played it well. I'm glad I got in your losing streak.
Yeah, I've been on one, man. Let me tell you, the ShuffleBus season has not gone well for me at all. But cool. I appreciate the game, man. It's been
it was good.
We don't get to play very often. It's kind of funny. We just never seem to get lined up like that. So I have to stop losing if I'm going to play you. That's what I keep saying. So